Okay, we are ready to begin.
Good morning. This meeting of the Louisiana Tax Commission is hereby called to order. This meeting is being held at the offices of the Louisiana Tax Commission at 1051 North 3rd Street, Suite 225, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The date is Wednesday, June 30th, 2020, and the time is 10:02 a.m. Please call the roll.
Chairman Shahardy,
Here.
Commissioner Wagasback,
Here.
Commissioner Jeffers,
Here.
Commissioner Vercher,
Here.
Commissioner Wood. Here. 5 present and a quorum.
Thank you. There being no old business to take up at this time, we'll consider change orders.
Tanisha Malvo on behalf of the Louisiana Tax Commission. Today we have a total of 703 change orders. Staff has reviewed those change orders and requests to approve 691 and place 12 in pending status. Staff request approval of these change orders.
We have a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'm prepared to make a motion that we accept staff recommendations and approve 691 change orders and place 12 on pending status.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher,
Yes.
Commissioner Wagasback,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers,
Yes.
and Chairman Shahardy.
Yes, we'll now consider prior pending change orders.
Tanisha Malvo on behalf of the Louisiana Tax Commission. Today we have a total of 8 prior pending change orders. Staff has reviewed those change orders and requests to approve 8. Staff requests approval of the prior pending change orders.
Have a motion?
With respect to the prior pending change orders, my motion is to approve the 8 change orders as recommended by staff.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher,
Yes.
Commissioner Wagasback,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers,
Yes.
and Chairman Shahardy.
Yes. We'll now consider tax sale cancellations.
Tanisha Malvo on behalf of the Louisiana Tax Commission. Today we have a total of 10 tax sale cancellations. We have 4 in East Baton Rouge Parish, the reason being erroneously sold and the rightful owner did not receive the tax bill. In St. Tammany Parish, we have a total of 4. They are all dual assessments. And in Washita Parish, we have a total of 2. One was just assessed in error, and one was a dual assessment. Staff request approval of these 10 tax sale cancellations.
Have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve 10 tax sale cancellations.
Second that.
And second by Commissioner Wood. Okay. Commissioner Vercher,
Yes.
Commissioner Wagasback,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers,
Yes.
and Chairman Shahardy.
Yes. All right, at this time, I'm going to ask anyone who is planning on testifying this morning before the commission to please stay in your place, but please stand up so that you can be administered the oath.
So I'm going to administer an oath to all 3 of you together, one at a time. Who will affirm the oath by stating "I do," and state your name for the record. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Steve Merriman. Alicia Lobot, Louisiana Tax Commission, I do.
I do. James Pita, Women's Parish.
Perfect.
Do we need to do that in the microphone over there, you think, to make sure it gets picked up? Or
Tanisha will reflect it in the minutes for who was sworn
okay,
in, so
All
we're
right.
good.
We're good. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. The first appeal on the docket this morning is the appeal of Mark Dyer II versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22171-003. Mr. Dyer does not appear to be here this morning, so we'll move on from there with the assessor's office. Before we do that, let me put this into the record. It is the Tax Commission's policy to accept all documents into the record that were timely pre-filed in accordance with the Commission's rules and regulations. This will be done at the conclusion of all hearings on today's docket. Accordingly, there is no need to formally offer or introduce the exhibits into the record during your appeal hearing. However, if you intend to object to the submission of any of the opposing parties' exhibits, you must notify the Commission at the start of your appeal hearing. As a reminder, this is an administrative hearing, and as such, the rules of evidence are relaxed. The commission is inclined to review and consider all evidence submitted and to accept such evidence into the record. All right, as I mentioned earlier, it does not appear that Mr. Dyer is here, so I'll ask the assessor's office to please come forward. Yeah, please over at the table there. Please come forward and share your wisdom.
I'm James McKee, Orleans Parish. Just want to apologize in advance. I was just told yesterday that I'm coming up here, so please bear with me.
Sure.
My knowledge of some of this is limited, but we agree with the value range. Orleans Parish had the 301,700, which was upheld by the Board of Review, and the Tax Commission came in at 300, so we agree with that range.
Okay. All right, thank you. Ms. Levon?
I inspected the property, valued it at $300,000.
Okay. And what did you use, the market approach?
I used the market approach, and I used comparables within the building.
Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, thank you. All right,
I'm prepared to make a motion.
Sure, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman. I would move, as it pertains to docket number 19-22171-003, that we uphold the Board of Review value, set the land at $23,500, improvement at $278,200.
I second that.
Commissioner Vercher,
Yes.
Commissioner Waxback,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers,
Yes.
and Chairman Shahart.
yes. All right, thank you. All right, the next item on the agenda is the appeal of Steve Bierman versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22171-024. Mr. Bierman, yes. Why don't you come over to the microphone over here and tell us about your property?
My problem is Orleans Parish. I had my property reappraised. They did an appeal while I was out of town. They sent the notice for the date of the appeal, and the date took place before I even got back in town. Then I couldn't get anybody to return my phone call, but I did the appraisal and filed this appeal with you guys.
I'm sorry, I missed the last part of what you said.
I did an appraisal. It was mailed in to you guys.
Okay.
Tried to call Orleans Parish repeatedly to avoid having to come up here, but nobody returned my phone call.
Well,
And just for the record, can you tell us what actually you're asking for, the values?
I believe you, the appraisal that you sent us was $435,000. Okay, and our staff appraisal also came in at $435,000 as well. So I'm going to assume that you are asking for $435,000.
Right.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to add? Or?
No, thanks.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Assessor's office.
It was told that we were recommending to settle this. I apologize with this whole pandemic. We were shut down for a while, had issues with data, so I'm not sure where the disconnect came in, but Orleans Parish will do it.
So you're comfortable with the $435,000 valuation? Is that
Yes,
what
sir.
you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Ms. Labat?
I appraised the property utilizing the market approach, came up with a final fair market value of $435,000 with $90,000 attributed to the land and $345,000 attributed to the improvements.
All right, any questions? All right, thank you. You have a motion or?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion. Based on the testimony given and the agreement between the assessor's office and the taxpayer to agree to the LTC staff appraisal of $435,000, allocating land $90,000, improvements of $345,000 for a total of $445,000.
Second.
Commissioner Burcher,
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers,
Yes.
and Chairman Shahardy.
Yes. All right. That's it. All right,
Will I
thank
receive a
you.
bill?
You're done.
Am I gonna get a bill?
No, you're not gonna get a bill. We're gonna send you a copy of our decision when it's written and prepared. And then that will go, also a copy to the assessor's office, and then you'll get a new bill. Correct me if I'm wrong now. You'll get a new bill from the city.
Yeah, it'll be a while. We gotta make a change order, we gotta come back up here to be approved. Then
A
from
week,
there.
a month, 2 months?
Your hearing is the first since we're back.
Okay.
So yours should, the written decision should come out fairly soon. It's not gonna be a hard decision to write, but, so it should be sooner, not later. But it's, you know, look, if you have any concerns or questions, feel free to call us and we'll let you know, okay? All right, thank you very much. All right, the remaining items on the agenda for today, listed as items C through item J, have all been settled. So we will not be hearing those. Those have all been settled and cleared from the docket. The Tax Commission hereby accepts all pre-filed documents and oral testimony into the record as Taxpayer Exhibit 1 in Globo, Assessor Exhibit 1 in Globo, and Louisiana Tax Commission Staff Appraiser Exhibit 1 in Globo for each appeal hearing conducted today respectfully. Unless there's any more questions or any more input, I'll accept the motion to adjourn this meeting. We'll get back together and open up a new meeting today at 12:30. So I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Burcher,
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers,
Yes.
and Chairman Shahardy.
Yes.